Hello.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon, Anna.
Good afternoon.
My name is Michał Stępniewski, and together with Pani Magdalena Paciejewska and Pan Piotr Muszyński, we are the commission for today, and we are listening to your speech and answer for our questions.
Hello, Anna. Pleasure to meet you. Magdalena Paciejewska. I'm experienced manager from insurance industry, currently business consultant.
Hello.
Piotr Muszyński, I'm an entrepreneur in telecommunication and IT.
Good afternoon.
Yes, and maybe add something from myself. That's what I said, Michał Stępniewski. I'm a lawyer, but also the member of the management board, KDPW. Anya, you have 5 minutes presentation. Time it start.
Thank you very much. Allow me to start with telling you a little bit about myself. My name is Anya, and I am a second grade student of the #1 high school in Łódź. Ever since I was little, I could not choose between my two main interests, which is science and art. Both of them were something I was good at and something I want to pursue in the future. And then that is why I started attending an architectural drawing course, which I then continued 3 hours a week for 4 years, and why I tried digital drawing for the first time. At the same time, I also attended physics courses and workshops at the Children's University of Łódź University of Technology, and later started writing reports on my own research, which has provided me with a lot of academic experience already. Very soon, however, I realized I could not part with either of my passions and wanted to find a path for myself that would combine both of them. Finally, I started learning 3D modeling and just fell in love with it. It combines programming, physics, mathematics, and geometry, with art, architecture, creativity, imagination, and most importantly, it tells a story. Recently, I began studying video game development, and next year I want to submit a game of mine to the ZTGK contest in Łódź. If I'm successful in the future, I would like to work for one of the biggest video game studios in the world, and two of them, Crystal Dynamics and Riot Games, happen to be in Silicon Valley. That is why I believe the scholarship will be especially beneficial to me and move me one big step closer towards that direction. Aside from video game development, I still want to pursue science, specifically engineering, physics, or astrophysics, something I've always been fascinated by. My goal is getting a degree at one of the best colleges in the world, and since both Stanford University and UC Berkeley offer courses in those fields, visiting them and having a chance to talk to some of the students or someone like Barbara Romanowicz will be a perfect opportunity for me to learn how those colleges operate and what is the key factor in getting accepted into one of the top universities in the world. My interest in physics is also one of the main reasons why I wish to visit NASA and the Stanford Research Institute in particular, the literal dream workplace of every engineer. Not only would the scholarship to Silicon Valley allow me to speak with the most successful people on earth in fields of science and learn from them, but also befriend some of the most talented teenagers in Poland who share the same values and interests as me, and who would later become valuable contacts and hopefully valuable academic connections as well as lifelong friends. Since many of my classmates are also very interested in these type of scholarships, what I think would be especially valuable to them is not only my knowledge, perspective, and experience I gain in Silicon Valley, but other contestants as well. I would like to share with my friends everything I learn, both from the place I visit and the people I meet along the way. And even though my interests might seem like opposites, each of them will be vastly developed by at least one or more aspects of this program, which is why I am so excited to participate in it. After all, not only will I get the chance to see and take inspiration from paintings by Frida Kahlo or Magritte in San Francisco, or see the original Utah teapot at Computer History Museum, but also world-famous research institutions specializing in space, physics, and programming. And whether I decide to dedicate my life to academic research or the video game industry, I want my work to make a lasting positive impact on society. And I really do believe that being both an aspiring scholar and an artist provides me with quite a unique perspective that makes me a truly valuable addition to the team of contestants. And thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Pani Magdalena, please, first question.
Anna, thank you so much for walking us through different areas of your experience so far. I actually would like to tackle the there is no such thing as failure as long as we learn, right? Someone once said that. But can you provide us with an example from the past? It could be scientific activities or non-scientific activities. A challenging situation that you came across. What was it, and why was it challenging for you? Could you give some examples?
I think a good example would be of an experience from my first grade of high school. Right at the beginning of first grade, in a time where everyone had to make friends, I actually suffered a pretty serious injury and ripped my ligaments in my ankle. And not only was it an academic challenge because I ended up not being able to walk properly for 6 months and I could not leave school for that long, but also a serious social challenge because, my school has 5 flights of stairs and no elevator. And every student in the entire school uses this staircase in every break. And I had to make friends at the time, and I didn't want to talk during classes to not annoy the teachers, and I could not talk to anybody during the breaks because I had to wait patiently by the side until everyone left the staircase. And it was very challenging and very physically exhausting, but I pushed myself to be more outgoing and to just talk with everybody I could, while not also annoying the teachers. I made a lot of friends and I did overcome it.
Do you have some, let's say, one thought coming from this experience that you took with you and apply in your life? If so, what is it?
That is an interesting one. I think the most general would be to just push through all the challenges life throws at you. But a more specific one would be, as you know from my essay, I am very passionate about equality and equity. I also mentioned my sister. And that experience in particular made me even more sensitive to, I guess, the issues the disabled community faces and how it is to have your surroundings not built for you, which I think made me even more active in this matter.
Thank you so much for your answer.
Okay, what I found is quite impressive for me and well understood is your honest fascination of Malala, if I'm not mistaken, pronouncing her first name, which is not so usual, but I found also in your motivation letter that you used to work for the foundation Dobrodzieje.
I'm still working, yes, currently.
Yeah. So if you can elaborate a little bit more about that, because this is something what shows you from a bit different angle, because you said a lot of it about your family, your parents, scientists, your Friday evenings, and so on and so on. But your social activity, as I see that from your motivation letter, is somehow limited to this foundation. But I said it's very consequent, because saying about Malala and working in the foundation, helping, as I understand, children
Yes.
In self-development and education is your what?
I think it's one of my goals that is not directly linked to physics, for example, or as I mentioned, art, but it's a big. It's something I am serious about equality and helping other people. And the foundation I mentioned is the only one I'm currently working in as a volunteer, but obviously I do participate in other projects. Right now I am trying to implement Polish Sign Language as an extracurriculum in my school. Which is again why I'm really looking forward to visit Monte Vista High School, because they offer ASL to all students. But I do relate to Malala because, well, first of all, I am a girl and I also share her passion for education. And she did truly inspire me to help others and share also my education with others, in this case, students who struggle in orphanages.
Thank you.
I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, it is.
Anna, I'm reading the information about your life and the beginning and the movies together with your mother from the beginning. And I have maybe the stupid question, maybe not, but maybe you have your own theory. What happens with the world in the next 1 million years? Do you think that the people, they're still alive, on the world? Yeah.
About humanity specifically, I have a rather, I guess, not very optimistic view. I think indefinitely in 1 million years, humanity will no longer exist due to climate change and natural processes of our planet. But life maybe will still survive, which is good enough.
Okay. The second question is from your essay from Malala. And if you have the right and the power to change something in the life of the woman, and you would like to change, what do you think would be the first idea or the first changes in the rights of the women on the world? The education and maybe the other ones, the salary between the man and woman?
Are we talking purely about law, or just if I had a magic wand and I would
Imagine, your imagination. Dreaming, we can say the dreaming, you're dreaming.
Okay.
By being the limit.
I would first off eliminate misogyny. That is the first step I think I would take, because then it would solve a lot of other issues. And that is a big change, but also dismantle the patriarchy, and that would hopefully also close the I guess payment change between men and women, and also the gender roles that I find personally quite outdated. I'd also happily get rid of them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for this answer. And thank you for your presentation. For me, it's perfect. And, I admire your many different skills. And congratulations. Thank you for the meeting, Pani Magdalena, Pan Piotr.
Anna, I am really impressed with the way how you managed to combine two, as you first thought, completely separate paths, and you found a way to keep them both in your life. I also really appreciate the way how you have described yourself giving back to the community with all of your volunteering work that you do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed to hear from you, to hear about you someday. whether it's about women's rights, or it's about video gaming, or maybe some other area. After those few minutes with you, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear about you one day. So good luck.
Thank you very much. That really means a lot.
Most of the other teenagers were promoting themselves, showing, strong self-confidence and successes in sports or in Olympics. And in a matter of fact, what I found, that was my question to you, you promote yourself through sharing with the others, what is really impressive. And I think that it's a very good foundation to build up yourself for the future. And definitely California will help, because this is a very specific environment, and I know because I spent some time of my life there, which can really appreciate that kind of a life philosophy. So I wish you to be there.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you
you
very
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.